Can you see this? Can you see it? Houston, we have a problem. Look at that. Okay, that is bread dough. That has risen and is almost ready to overflow this bowl from one of these things. These little small things. You're only supposed to defrost them for like 3 hours. And I actually fell asleep watching a movie with my fireplace on. And the place is warm. So it rose pretty fast. And I was sleeping. So I'm hoping when I make my pizza bread that this much dough will actually be able to be punched down again so that I can put my fillings in there, roll it up, put it back into a bread loaf pan, and re-rise it. And I'm hoping that it will come out. I usually don't have it rise this high. The last time I did this was 4 or 5 years ago, and it actually, this rose over this bowl, ran over my stove, and I had to throw everything away. This time I caught it in time. I'm just hoping that I can re-rise it, because without the re-rise, it's really not pizza bread. It's like a, I don't know, calzone or something. Basically, with the pizza bread, you roll it out flat, you put your toppings in there, and then you roll it up into a loaf, put it in a loaf pan, re-rise it, and it comes out to be like a pizza bread that you dip in sauce. And I'm hoping that I can re-rise this. If not, I have 2 more of those. So right now I'm going to make my sausage and roasted red pepper filling, and we're going to see if we can roll this out, and I will show you that when I'm done making my sausage. Okay, second phase. This did not roll out as much as I wanted it to. It should actually fill each ridge of this pan, and it's not. It just keeps snapping back, but that looks kind of big right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 pieces of provolone on there, and they're pretty thick pieces of provolone. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add sausage and then mozzarella on top, and then I'm going to roll it. Hold on. There's some sausage and roasted red pepper on top of it, and onions. Can't see them, but they're on there. And now I'm going to top it with mozzarella, and I'm going to make it into like a jelly roll. Hold on. Here's the cheese on top of everything with oregano and chives. And I still have to roll it. So I'm going to roll it up, and then we're going to try to let it rise for maybe an hour. I hope it rises, because the dough's being pretty finicky with me right now since I let it rise so long beforehand. But we're going to try this. So I'm going to roll it up, and I'll be back. Okay, I have this in my oven now. It kind of looks like a French loaf. Like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to come out because it actually rose so much on my first rise. But I'm going to let this sit in my oven under 180, maybe 190 for maybe over an hour. That should double in size. And the longer I leave it in there, it should triple. And then I'm going to put it on 350 for probably a half hour until it's cooked through. And then I'll cut it and slice it for you. But I'm hoping that's going to rise because it's a pretty thin, like French loaf right now. And I rolled it maybe 3 times. So there's maybe like, well, I don't know. Usually when you roll it, you have basically like 5 or 6 rolls, and it turns into a whole loaf of bread. This only, I only did 3 rolls. So I'm going to see if this rises, and maybe we can get a good size piece of bread out of this. So we will see. I'll be back after this rises for about an hour. Well, my bread is done. Didn't rise the second time like I wanted it to. But you can kind of see where the cheese, if I can get the shadow out of the way, cheese and sausage and roasted red peppers is inside the bread. It is absolutely delicious. Although it didn't rise the second rise. But I do have 2 more loaves in my freezer, so I might just make another one tonight. But look at that. Focus. Freaking focus. It is so delicious. So, I have sauce in my refrigerator. Oops. This thing does not want to focus today. So I'm going to take 2 of these breadsticks, some sauce in my refrigerator, and have some lunch. It is so good. You have no idea how good this stuff is. Anyways, I'm going to have that, and I'm going to defrost another loaf today. And this time I'm not going to let it overflow. And I'm going to roll it up, and it's going to be perfect. This leaked out a little bit on the sides too. It's cold right now, but you can see the sausage and all the cheese. But it's very delicious.